Now then, welcome to the channel and the Lake District. And if you watched 2 videos ago, you might be feeling a bit of deja vu. We're in exactly the same place and it's just about the same time of day as well. We parked in Wainwright and the intention today is to do the bit of the walk that we didn't do last time because of the rain, and I'm not sure what it's going to be like today. The forecast is for light rain to start and then low cloud and fog, but the issue today is similar to last video on high rays. It's the winds. Average speeds are around about 30ish with gusts in the mid to high 40s. So let's have a quick look at the route and we'll see how we get on. The last time we were here, you probably won't be able to make out from here, but just to the left of those trees there, there's a stile, and we went up around the other side of those trees up onto Grange Felt, but for us it's straight on today. We go past some lovely names. We go past the Resting Stone, which is just up here. It's a bit too early for a rest. Then Burkett's Leap, and then Puddingstone Bank. And at Puddingstone Bank we branch off to the right, leave this main track that goes over to Ostle, and we head over towards Tarn and Great Crag, and I'm expecting it to be a bit boggy around there as well. Right, on we go. So here we are at that gate where last time we went down there, around the bottom of those trees to that stile and up the other side of the trees, and then we came down this way last time and we cut the walk short. So we're going up there. It's a bit breezy already down here, so it could be a bit like high rays was last week when we get to the tops. Right, up we go. So we've just crossed over that stream in the vicinity of Burkett's Leap, and our next goal is Puddingstone Bank. And that car park down there in Wainwright, when I park here, I always use the village hall or the institute, whatever it is, car park rather than National Trust. I'd rather my money went straight into the local community rather than National Trust. And it's just an honesty box, we always pay. And last time we were here I noticed they'd put a QR code next to the little slot. So I thought, oh, I won't bother with any any change, I'll just use a QR code today. Scan QR code. No phone signal. So what's the point in that? So I've not paid. I've got no change. No signal. Ah well. Right, so we're on our way up to Puddingstone Bank, and that's where we branch off over in the direction of Tarn. On we go. So we've left the main path that goes over to Tarn, and we're going to head off towards Tarn. And as I suspected, this path's wet already. We can see our objective up there, Great Crag. It's surviving the clag at the moment. Now then, I'll just tell you about my scarf today. I got a comment from Dave Ostle, Mountain Man. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. And he commented on my hat and says you should get a Wolverhampton Wanderers hat. So I thought just for him, I'd wear my Leeds scarf today. Hope you like it, Dave. Oh, wind picking up. Oh, nearly went flying in the mud then. Right, on we go. No idea what that says without my specs. I'll get a close-up of it. Read it when we get back. Well, I knew it'd be wet along here. And that's where we're going, up there somewhere. And I was going to drop down to Tarn for a coffee. Depends if we can find anywhere sheltered or not. I've not brought any lunch. We're going to be finished by 10:30, 11, something like that. So I was going to call into Keswick up way back for a second breakfast or something like that. Right, on we go. So we're making our way up Great Crag, and that's looking back down over the swamp that we've just crossed and over to Grange Fell, where we were last time we parked in Rosswaite. You just see a bit of Tendleth Tarn. Oh, well, wind's picking up. Right, up we go. We've just come to this faint path here that branches off. That's the main track there that goes straight over to Tarn. So I'm assuming this takes us off to the summit. So that's us at the summit of Great Crag, and it's breezy up here. I mean, it's not that. I mean, over there you can't see a thing looking over towards the high fells, looking up like towards Seathwaite up there. But over here we can see down to Tarn down there. Look. So we'll head down there. I think we should be able to get sheltered down there and have a coffee. Right, we'll see you probably when we get down there. So here we are at Tarn, and it's quite calm down here, well out of the wind. So we'll find somewhere kind of over that way and have our coffee. Last time I was here, many moons ago, wild camped over there in that kind of little bay over there. I'll stick a photo on. That was with a girlfriend at the time and her 2 dogs. That was a lot of years ago. Right, so we'll carry on along here and find somewhere for coffee and a chew. So that's actually quite a good view now, looking over to Eagle Crag. That's on the to-do list. Now we've both done that before. That was a great route, going up there, going straight up the crags. Is it Wainwright Route 1? I think the only thing I can remember about it is you've got to look out for a solitary rowan tree at the top of a gully or something. But yeah, that was a great route going up there. We'll be doing that again. That was before I started filming there. This is quite a good path now. The rocks are a bit slippy, and from what I remember, when we get into the woods, it gets steep going down there. Yeah, that's a great view looking over my shoulder. I'll pop you onto the other camera. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And the place all to ourselves, and we're in the shelter of the wind at the moment. Charlie's having fun over there, look. No, I'm glad we came out. Alarm went off at 5 o'clock this morning, so I wanted to set off early and get here while it was dark to try out the new head torch. But I didn't want to get out of bed. So by the time we got here, there wasn't as much darkness left as I was hoping for. It seemed to be a great improvement on the last head torch. It was a Petzl was the other one, but it was an old one. Oh, that's a lovely view there now, isn't it? Excellent. On we go. Well, we've just made an off-piste detour to get a view, and look at that, it's stunning, isn't it? Absolutely magnificent. And I think that's looking up to Bessie Boot. Right. See if I can get back onto the path without breaking an ankle or something. Well, that's to see if we get a view there. That's stunning. Eagle Crag is looking brilliant, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can get back on the path. So we're winding our way down through the trees now, and it's a bit tricky is this, because these stones are really slippy, they're wet, covered in moss, and yeah, be careful going down here. I think yeah, it's a bit slippy. Right, I'm going to put you away. Well, I'm glad to be down from there. That path was treacherous. Smooth, wet rocks, covered in moss and wet leaves, steep. Yeah, it was a nightmare coming down there. We're down. I only ended up on my backside once as well, so reasonably unscathed. And I think when we get down here, we're gonna stop by the beck for another coffee. I think there's no rush to get back. It's only just gone 10 now. Right, oh, this is much more pleasant. See you in a bit. So we've just passed through Stonethwaite. We could have gone along the track at the side of the beck all the way back into Rossthwaite. But I've been along there loads of times. And a bit like on last video when I said I find the path by the side of Haweswater tedious. I find that track there tedious now. I've done it that many times. So we're just on the road out of Stonethwaite now, and the footpath goes off to the right, and then we're going to go around via Peat Howe back into Rossthwaite. Right, on the plod. Well then, over you go. That's it, good boy. We've just crossed the road that heads up to Honister Pass, and there was a sign there for the church. It amused me. I'm easily amused. Midnight Mass, 11:30, which it tickled me, did that really. Right, so we're heading towards Peat Howe and then through the fields back to Rossthwaite, and it's turned out to be a glorious day really. We didn't stop. I said I was going to stop back there for a coffee by stream, but as we dropped down out of them trees, the wind picked up again. It's died down a bit here, but we're nearly back at the car. Right, so on we go. Well, we've just passed through Peat Howe and we're on the path back to Rossthwaite now, so I'm going to sign off. It's been really good. I've right enjoyed it. Nowhere near the conditions I was expecting when I looked at the forecast. We've had some decent views. I mean, now it's lovely and clear looking up that way towards whatever that hill's called, but I've forgotten where we went up this morning. Grange Fell. And looking back there, you can still see Eagle Crag. No, it's been great. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, we've had a brilliant time. Not seen that many people. 4, I think. 4 people all the way around. Well, apart from when I say I've enjoyed it, apart from that blooming path coming down through the trees, oh, that was just treacherous, was that? It was a nightmare. I was glad to get down to the bottom of that. But no, apart from that, it's been good. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do the usual. Liking, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, commenting, sharing, all that malarkey. And hopefully, see you on the next one. Tra!